Okay guys, welcome back to another session. So as we have learned about a single patterns of candlestick, now we'll move on to two candlestick patterns. Okay, the most common and effective ones are the engulfing, dark cloud cover, okay, or we say as piercing, and we have bullish and bearish Tasuki. Okay, so I'll give you the most common one. What you'll see in the market is a piercing and dark cloud candlestick pattern. Okay, so let's start with a piercing candle. Okay, what does a piercing candle look like? When should we trade piercing candle? Remember this, listen to this. Piercing candles are traded in a downtrend again. Okay, in a downtrend you will see a red candle. Okay, assume this, yeah, this is a red candle. Okay, so how does a piercing candle form? A piercing candle is like this, and it is green. So this type of candle is called a piercing candle. So how can we know that the trend is gonna reverse here? Okay, as this is continuing in a downtrend, the market did not open somewhere here, it gave a steep jump, right? See, from here to here they gave a jump, and when they open here, the seller intention was to push the market even lower, right? Remember this, the seller intention was to push market even lower because it opened here. See, there's a huge gap here, right? He tried to push it down more faster, but then instead of that, the buyers took control of this. They overtook. Instead of seller just came in the first place and the buyers took control. This is how you can know that the trend is also going to end with a candlestick pattern. Okay, likewise in an uptrend. Okay, so this candle is called as piercing, and in the uptrend is called as dark cloud cover. Okay, there can be many names given, so doesn't really matter. The names really doesn't matter. What you understand really matters, right? Okay, here you will see a green candle. Okay, a green candle here, and then next day you will see a, this is dark cloud cover. Okay, what do we mean by this? Here in an uptrend, okay, buyers got more aggressive and they wanted to open the market higher. They did open the market higher, right? But then instead of pushing up higher, the sellers took control and pushed down the market again. See, this is one indication that the uptrend is going to end. Okay, we have learned that a doji can help you identify the trend is going to end. We have learned that hammer inverted and hammer can indicate, and now we're learning about the two candlestick pattern where a piercing and dark cloud cover can even indicate the buy and the sell side, right? When it is going to end, when the trend is going to end. Okay, so here let's look at some of the example about this first. Okay, this is a piercing candle, right? So you can, let's look for piercing candles. Okay, there can be a lot of piercing candle. I'll give you one very good example. Okay, even here this is a piercing candle, but let's look for more effective piercing candle. Okay, even this is a piercing candle, but still then I'm looking for a candle, you know, where you'll find an exact candle so that you understand it more better. Okay, piercing candle. All I can see is Tashuki. My eyes is focused on Tashuki candle. Okay, that's the reason I'm not getting this. Okay, I get one here. Okay, you must see this, right? You see that this is a piercing candle. Okay, so here sellers are pushing down the market, right? And then they even open at this area, because this is always the opening price in green candle, right? So they open it here thinking that they will push the market lower, but instead the buyers took control and then push the market up again. See, this is the trend reversal, because in a downtrend this type of candle cannot work in an uptrend. Okay, make sure you avoid these things. Remember what I'm saying. When I say specific candle is for specific area, specific candle is for uptrend or in a resistance area, or a specific candle is for a downtrend. Okay, remember this, and don't mix up later, you know, saying that a piercing candle was formed in an upside. Then don't do that. Don't take trade based on that and say that it's not working. Okay, you have to analyze. And now let's look at the dark cloud. Okay, in an uptrend this can indicate a end of sale, so you can clearly see it exactly directly. A very good example, right? So this is an uptrend, it went up. See, it went up and the buyers are aggressive and they wanted to make the price go even higher. So at this area they open, but then instead of taking control, the sellers took control and the trend went the other side, opposite way. Okay, so this is how you can understand the piercing and dark cloud cover. Okay, and the next one is a very interesting one, an engulfing. Okay, I know you can see this in many stocks. Okay, you may find engulfing in many stocks, but just make it very simple and fast. Okay, so here engulfing, this is called engulfing. I'll just give an example. Okay, I'll draw it for you. Same thing, even in engulfing, a bullish engulfing is taken into consideration in a downtrend market. Okay, so today is a red day. Okay, and it's still going on red, and the next day what happened? You see a candle, a magic candle, right? An engulfing candle like this. So even this indicate the change in the direction of the market. Okay, if you see this type of candle, it indicates that the trend is likely to end here, because buyers, it's like a piercing candle. Okay, but here it is covering everything. It is engulfing the candle, the red candle, completely cover. Okay, so this engulfing seems to be more stronger according to me. Okay, according to the analysis that I've done, engulfing tend to be more stronger than piercing candle. Okay, because even the high and the low is taken out completely. It is engulfed, it's like it has consumed it. Okay, so this is one of the very effective way. Okay, so in a downtrend this indicates a type of uptrend, a reversal, and same thing in a uptrend. Okay, you'll see a green candle here, and the next day you see this candle, right? Engulfing, eating up all this. It's like consuming, swallowing. Okay, when you see this indicate a trend reversal. Okay, the uptrend may be over. These are just a signals. All the candlesticks are just a signals. Okay, so this indicates. So let's look at some of the examples about this engulfing. You can see this here. How nice, right? Okay, so here the buyers are pushing up the market higher and higher, and then finally you found a candle here. Look at this, it has engulfed everything, and then the trend started going down. Okay, let's look at some more examples, right, about engulfing. Nice one here again. You see, buyers are pushing the market higher, and then when it consumed here, the engulfing consumed everything right here, this candle, and downtrend started. Okay, that is how an engulfing works. This is a bearish engulfing. Okay, you may even see bullish engulfing, but it hardly comes because I'm just looking at a specific chart that is negative. Okay, if you check in other charts, you may see this very often. Okay, so there's no more. So I hope you understand about engulfing. It's about swallowing up the previous candle, right? You take on, see, suppose you may ask me what happens if a bearish engulfing is formed in a downtrend. Should you take into consideration? No, just avoid it, just don't look at it. Okay, all the downtrend here, we follow hammer, we follow engulfing, we follow a piercing candle. Okay, and in an uptrend we only look for this so that the trend may reverse, to get an idea. Okay, and the third is one of my favorite, that is bullish and bearish Tashuki. Okay, some will even call it bullish kicker, bearish kicker. There can be names given like that, but I call it Tashuki, and I have even studied about this. So what does this mean? Okay, in same thing again, in a downtrend, okay, you will see a red candle, right? And then the next day you see a candle like this here. This is a bullish kicker or bullish Tashuki. Okay, and same thing in an uptrend. In an uptrend you will see a green candle, and the next candle will like this, a bearish kicker. Okay, bearish Tashuki. So what is the psychology behind this? So the sellers are selling into the market, okay, and then finally, because it closed here, right, so the price can be open around here, but what happened the next day, buyers are getting aggressive. Okay, so usually the market should open, it closes here, so usually it opens somewhere here, close by somewhere, but here it opened around half in this area. Okay, it opened here and pushed, and it break this, even this level. Remember this, buyers got aggressive, and instead of opening in this area, they try to open it here because they are strong. You know, this bullish kicker is a strong indication of buying strength. Okay, you see here, same thing in a selling, buyers are aggressive, but still the bullish got aggressive, and instead of opening this area, they open here, and they were pushing it so hard that they were able to push down the market and engulf at this high. Okay, they have to cover here, same thing. So let's look at some of the examples how this work. Okay, how does this Tashuki work? What's the magic behind this? Okay, I'll give you some examples. So like I said, whenever I start looking at the chart now, I'll not find it. Okay, this is also a bullish kicker or Tashuki. You see, uptrend, this is a downtrend, started I give a M pattern and it went down, downtrend, and you can see this is also a part of doji strategy that I've even explained to you about it. Here it's a downtrend, and then next time, the next day, the market open here and push close above this. Okay, let's look at more examples. This is one of very good example. Went down, downtrend, it's in a downtrend, and then you see that it opened in this area instead of somewhere here. Okay, because market usually try to open somewhere close, and then it opened here, and plus if it is a red candle, that's fine, but it's a green candle, clearly a divergence, right? And then it closed above this area. The candle, like I've drawn it, the candle should be always above. Okay, when a Tashuki happens, it should cover everything, and that is how you see the trend is change. Same here, downtrend, this happened, push, right? Let's look at one more example, right? Downtrend, you see a pushed, so this thing usually happen here, a very good downtrend, you see a push here again, this is also a Tashuki candle. Okay, this is how you trade a Tashuki, and let's look at the bearish Tashuki. Okay, how? Okay, here buyers pushing up higher, open here, boom, right? Tashuki. I guess this is not a clear Tashuki, right? I've mixed up, this is a dark cloud cover. Okay, this is a dark cloud cover. You know, sometimes I even get confused, but they're all a bearish signal. Okay, so let's look at more better candle, bearish Tashuki. Okay, Sometimes it's hard to find the candle, right? Doesn't mean that it doesn't happen. It happens, okay? It happens because I'm looking at only one chart, okay? Even this can be in the consideration a little bit, okay? But it's not very clear here. You see, right? It opened below this, and then downfall happened. But I won't try to take that trade, okay? Looks similar. Okay, without wasting more time, I hope you understand the concept here, okay? So if you find a candle like this, okay, this candle that I have drawn, if you find a candle like this is a bearish Tashuki. Make sure to understand that, oh, this can be the change in the trend, okay? So these are the three candles. I'll just draw it all for you so that you don't get confused to wind up this, okay? Sorry. Drawing. Okay, the first one we learned is engulfing, right? Engulfing candle look like this. This is for a downtrend, okay? Anything is wrong? Okay guys, my settings, something is wrong, I guess. It's not working. Just hold on. The candle is not working, so please bear with me, guys. And then it's loading. I know. Okay, guys. So because there's a network issue, okay, there's no internet. That's the reason I'm not able to draw this, okay. But I hope you are clear about the candles. First is bullish engulfing. Second is piercing candle and dark clover. And the fourth is bullish. Okay, like this. The internet is back. See how much I've drawn. Okay, I'll just draw it for you. Okay, this is a bullish engulfing. And a bearish engulfing, right? And the second we have piercing candle, okay. No, I'll start with this one first, right? So I'll put red here and I'll put green here. This is a piercing candle, and this is a dark. Wait, what am I doing? This should be red. I'm confusing everything up here, okay? Sorry guys. Okay, so this is a dark cloud cover, right? And last is Tashuki. A fat one, Tashuki. Okay, right? So which are the bullish candles? Bullish means buying sided. This is a bullish candle. No, the drawing is not working. This is a bullish candle. Okay, and this is a bullish candle, and this is a bullish candle. And the other three, this is a bearish engulfing, dark cloud cover, and bullish bearish Tashuki. Okay, so these are the two candles patterns that you can keep in your mind, and you can follow these three. There are many patterns, okay, there are many two types of patterns, but these three patterns are the most effective and the strongest pattern that you'll find in the chart. Okay, so see you guys in another session. That's going to be the third candle strategy. So see you there. Bye for now.